Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. I'm going to try something a little new this time around. I'm going to try doing pick-a-reads for each sign in relation to love. I'm going to put out 3 stones. The first time around with that pile, I'm going to do the relationship. Then I'm going to do the single version for the same pile. I'm going to try to give a little bit more diversity. I feel like even though we may share the same sign as someone else, we have different variations about what's going on in our lives. So I want to give more options, more diversity, so that way you can find what pile most resonates with you. Let me know at the end, of course, if this worked or didn't work for you. It's going to be a little different than normal, but let's give it a shot. Hello, Cancer. All right, your guys' turn up to bat here. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy, the Supportive Oracle, Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue and Riley Valentine. Okay, let's move those over to the side. We're going to do 3 piles. What do we got? Yeah, okay. Alright, we have those over there. Now, okay. Pile 1, stone 1, stone 2, stone 3. So let's move those over here so that I do them in the correct order. Okay, so we're going to do this stone first. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is already feeling like a jumble. That's fun. Alright, flip them over. It's encouraging. Let's see what the last one is just before we jump into the river here. Okay. So, there's a lot of passion coming into this. We're going to read it for relationship first. There's a lot of passion pulling on this. I almost feel like it's more connected to the other person. Like Pisces is here at the top. Not Pisces. Cancer. Cancer is you're up here at the top. This is the other person. I feel the other person in relationships, the other person's pulling towards you. They've got a lot of passion. I feel like there's a little bit error of disdain here. I don't know. Something on your side makes me feel like you're questioning something. It feels like there's questioning something. This person, your partner, is coming towards you. They want to spend time with you. They have honest love towards you. They're expressing that. There's something on this side. I'm feeling, though, that there's something you're questioning. Like, you do want this. But I almost feel like you're questioning, are they just appeasing you? Or do they actually want to be with you? They actually want to be with you is what I'm getting. The Two of Cups is like they're really enjoying time with you, intimacy, loving time. Now, when I get to listen to your intuition, again, I'm getting something is just not sticking with you well. They're just like, give yourself a moment. If your intuition is still telling you something's not right here, go with that. But it's not because they don't want to be with you. They definitely want to be with you. You might have to look a little closer. For some of you, the first thing I'm popping in with, your partner might have some type of addiction going on there. It could be as minimal as like smoking or a food addiction, or it could be something like alcohol or worse. It could be sex addiction, just to be fair. I feel like that's rare, so take it with a grain of salt. I feel like at this point you know if that's the case or not because you've seen other things at this point. So I feel like listen to your intuition with this. If you're still feeling a little off about this situation, it's not about the love. Your partner does love you, but there's something else that's off here, something else that's not going right. And they're saying the way you're going to move past this and get over this is to realize it's not the love. It's not the love that's the problem. They love you. They definitely love you. But there's something else here that you might want to look a little deeper into, look a little closer at. Something is a little off with your partner. If you're still having that feeling that something's wrong, something is a little off, but look a little closer, dig a little deeper. It's not the love. They definitely love you, but something else might be wrong with them. They might need help with something else. For some of them, I feel like they're having a relationship problem with a parent or a friend that's causing them emotional upset. Maybe they just need to talk that out with you. That might be what they need to do. It might even be a person that you don't like that they want to keep in their life, and that might be why they're holding it back from you. I mean, just look at it through their eyes. Just be supportive in that sense, realizing that it's hard for them. You know what I mean? Even though you may not like this person, maybe they want to keep this person in their life. They might be holding that back from you because they're thinking you don't want to hear it, or you're not going to be supportive with it because you don't like that person. Something along those lines. Overall, though, I feel like this is good. If we're going to read it for single, let's read it for single. Somebody's coming towards you, but listen to your intuition is like, you're thinking maybe they just think you're beautiful or attractive, whatever gender you may be, whatever word works for you. They're into you, but you're like, are you into me? Or are you just like, you just find me attractive? Like, do you just like the way I look? Do you like me for me, or just what you're getting from this situation? They are into you, literally you. They like you. They want to get to know you more. They need to be closer, but they have a genuine interest in you. Because when I'm getting, this person comes towards you passionately, quickly, but you're wondering, like, are they just about the flash in the pan? You know, is this something that's just going to fizzle out? Is this going to go anywhere? Also, with the listen to your intuition, like if you watch the first part of this, you don't negate out your intuition. Something could be off here. It just, you may not be connecting directly with what it actually is. They do have honest interest in you, yes. There could be something else you want to dig up. What else is going on with this person? You know, what other challenges do they have in their life? Are they currently going through a divorce or a breakup? Even though they have honest interest towards you, is there somebody else there they're working out, finalizing an ending with? What is going on here? To get over this, to move past this, you just got to find out what it is. For some of you, I do want to give this little word of wisdom. If you dig it up and you think you found it, give yourself one night to sleep on it. Just don't go like, oh, okay, that's it, move on. Give yourself one night to sleep on it, and when you wake up in the morning, if you feel calm and like, okay, I'm satisfied with that answer, you're probably good. But if you wake up still going, you know what, something still feels off, don't negate that out. Realize that maybe you didn't get the full story. That's what I would say with that. But this person, I feel like that's your big question. If you pick this one, you want to know if this person has genuine interest in you. They do. All right, so I think we're good for single. Let's go with the second stone. Second stone. What do we got coming? I feel more organization here. But what's up with that? It's not bad. I don't mind organization. This already feels very organized. Let's see if the cards tell me I'm wrong. Take action. That's good. Reconsider. Yeah, here if it makes me feel that way too. Okay, Cancer. We're going to read it first for relationships. There's a lot of energy coming into this. Take action. I feel like that's a no-brainer. A lot of action coming in. You're both very busy. My first thought is you're both very busy. It almost feels like finding time to connect is a problem. Finding time to connect on an intimate note. Like, you might be doing things together, you might be active together, but having just intimate one-on-one time, that might be the challenge here. You're not happy about that. And I'm feeling like you're expressing that. Like, you know, I know we're around each other, I know I see you, but I want to be with you. I want me, you time. Me, you time. Not me, you, and the dog. Me, you, and the family. Me, you, and the friends. Me, you, and we're working on the yard. No, that's not even okay. Me, you, just hanging out, having dinner, enjoying each other, talking to each other. That's what I want. That's what I'm feeling with this. You are expressing this. That's a great move, in my opinion, because the other person is reconsidering how they've been doing things. I'm thinking, what I'm actually getting here is, okay, we got some energy coming in there. They were happy. They thought how you were connecting was fine. They were not seeing it as a problem. And I'm noticing I'm getting some rough energy here when that pops in. You might upset them a little bit, not like they're freaking out, but like you're bringing it forward like it's a problem, because it is a problem. But they didn't see it as a problem is what I'm getting. And I feel like it's just shaking them up a bit. Like, I thought everything was great. And you're like, well, it is good. But it's not good enough. I want to see you. I want to connect with you personally, one-on-one. Just having you in the room is not enough. I need one-on-one time with you where we talk and converse and enjoy each other, just you and me. So they're getting it. They're reconsidering. They're like, okay, I thought things were good. They're not bad. They're not bad, but they could be better. The Hierophant is telling me they're gonna work with it. They're gonna work with it, but be careful of this. Keep them talking. When they start talking to you, find out what they're doing to make sure they have time for you, because there's a danger here of this person burning the candle at both ends. I'm just feeling that. The first thing I'm catching is like they might push it a little far here, and something might suffer because of it. Find out what they're doing. Make sure that like you work with them to work it out. They're going to work with you. They realize this is important. They're going to make this happen. They're committed to making that happen. Find out what they're doing. Make sure they're not burning the candle at both ends. They're not going to wipe themselves out, because they could end up making themselves sick because they're doing too much. So you might have to get them to back off on other things. Time with you is important. That needs to stay. And I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. You are definitely getting what you want. But you want to make sure you get what you want and it stays in a healthy way. Because I do feel like there's a new pattern coming into effect. And you're going to make sure it stays with the Queen of Pentacles. She's very good. Like, don't get caught up in the gender. But this one is very good at like making patterns. Making sure things stay stable. And they continue on a healthy way. Especially upright. Which, you know, I'm reading her upright in this one. Sometimes they do come upside down. But that's neither here nor there. Just make sure your partner is doing something that they can sustain it long term. It goes a lot easier for you. Otherwise, if you don't, I feel like there's going to be an upset. I feel like they're going to burn the candle at both ends. They're going to wipe themselves out. You're going to have to help them kind of renegotiate it, or hopefully renegotiate it. They might do it on their own, but they still just might set themselves up again to burn the candle at both ends again, and they might end up in the same spot again. I think I'll say that again. No, there you go. I do feel like this is good, though. Just if you stay connected, find out what they're doing. Make it easy on both of you. Help them kind of get that balance going so they can sustain this without running themselves in the dirt. Because what they'll do is they'll run themselves in the dirt, pick themselves up, feel like it's fine, and then end up going along and run themselves in the dirt again. You don't want that to happen. Make it easy on both of you. All right. Now, if we're going singles, which we are, somebody's coming towards you with a lot. Well, let me say this again. Is it you or them? Because I feel like actually in this case, you're going towards them. I feel like you're changing somebody's mind about trying out this situation with you. I almost feel like this person is not, to start with, they're not overly, like they're not, I don't want to say they're disinterested, but they're not really seeing a great possibility here for things to work out. I don't feel like they've been won over with the aspect of being together with you. So I feel you taking action with them. I feel like you taking action towards them and you getting them to change their mind and like, let's see if this can work out. Let's see if this can become something. For single, I'm actually feeling a different energy here. Make sure this person isn't just doing what's convenient. Make sure they're honestly interested in you. Because I feel like some people get caught up in this where they'll go along with a relationship or a situation because it feels good, you're nice to them, they like being around you. But find out, are they really interested in you, or are they just interested in like having somebody around, somebody to talk to, somebody to do things with? Like, is it important that it's you, or they just want someone? Because you're starting to invest for the long haul here. You're starting to invest for the long haul. You need to know where they really stand. And I'm not seeing them knowing at this point. Keep it in mind that this person is trying this out. When you get them to reconsider and they go into the Hierophant, I'm getting they're giving the due diligence to find out if this is really a match. You need to find out, and they might not know. It may take them a few months literally, for them to really understand where they stand with this. You're investing for the long haul. Realize that they haven't invested yet. They're just getting an idea if this is really for them or not. Keep that in mind, because they're just figuring it out. I feel like that'll help you make a better decision on how to handle this situation. Understanding that they're getting used to it and trying to see how it feels, trying to see if it fits. I don't feel like they know. They honestly just don't know right now. As long as you're aware of that, I feel like you can protect yourself and not get overly invested. Hold back, until, well, not hold back completely, but hold back enough so that you won't be crushed if they decide to go a different way. And if they decide, you know what, they are falling for you, they do want to be with you, that's when you give the whole enchilada, whatever that means to you. I think we're good. All right. Yeah, I did. All right, so that's it for Cancer. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. I forgot to do this last stone. I knew that was weird when I ended that last one. Here's the last stone. Oh, there's only 3 cards. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, for a relationship, I'm noticing like there's no real middle cards. It's kind of like what your partner's doing and how it's affecting the situation, what you're doing, how it's affecting the situation. Your partner's already made up their mind about what they're going to do. At this point, if you chose this, you know what that's about. Whatever it was, your partner already made their choice. And they're sticking with it. When I get the yes with the exclamation, it's like that's their decision and they're not backing down on it. That's how it's going. I don't feel like you like it. The 5 of Wands is not a fun time. That's conflict. That's controversy. That's arguments. Things like that. You're fighting against it is what I'm getting. This has an abrupt ending is what I get it. Like for this subject, for whatever they've decided, they literally have already made it. Like, for example, if they're going to go on a trip, they've already booked the flight and they've packed. They've already gone that far. You can tell them you're not going. I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to stand for it. No, no, no. And you can argue about it for whatever time, but you know what? When it's time for the plane to take off, they're going to be on it. And that's why I feel it's abrupt. When it's time for them to do whatever that is, they've decided they're going to do it. They literally just go forward and they do it. You can argue about it and feel like there's a negotiation here. There's no negotiation. They've already decided they are going to follow through. What mostly concerns me is you could get the impression like something got canceled or you're holding it off or you're stopping something to the point where, for example, if they were going to leave today at 4:30 p.m. and it's noon right now and you think you stopped them until 5 o'clock comes around, you realize they're not there anymore because they're on that plane. It could be that abrupt, just so you know. They're making their decision. They've already made it. They've committed to it. It's going to happen. I'm getting the only reason it could come up as the 8 of Wands for you, which could be a travel card, but you may believe that you're fighting against it and you've stopped it until it's too late and you feel like it's already happened. That's what I'm getting. Just don't be fooled is all I'm getting. They've already made up their mind. They told you what they're going to do. They're sticking to it. It's going to happen. You don't like it, but I don't see another way around it. All right, now let's do it for singles. Singles. When I get this other person, if there's somebody you're interested in, I almost feel like this is a single reading, though, that is saying that, you know, I don't feel like there's anybody actually here. I feel like you're dealing with an energy where there's a lot of opportunities around you, but you're there's some type of conflict where you're not really sure what to go with here. I don't feel like you're comfortable with the options coming toward you, to be honest. For singles, I feel like you're not comfortable with these options. There's some good options here, but I also feel like you're seeing things for how they really are. When I'm getting the yes for you, you're seeing things for how they really are. And it's like one of those things where, for example, if somebody parties a lot and you're not into that, when you force crumb towards this person, that's how they really are. That's what they're at. They're not going to change. They're not going to change. You might be trying to negotiate through this and trying to argue that, you know, that's no way to live. Your life's a mess because of that. That's why you're living from paycheck to paycheck. Blah, 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 blah. If it's out of control, whatever. They're just a party person, just using it as an example. That's how they really are. and you're just like, no, that's no way to live. You know, you have no money to spend things. This is why life is rough for you. You might try to negotiate and argue your way, like to get them to change. They're gonna ditch. They're done. They're not even. What you see in the beginning is how it really is. What you see in the beginning, that's how it really is. Like from the very start, how you see it, how you view them from the very start is actually who they are. Something I feel like you're going to try to negotiate, or just like, there would be a better way to do this. If you do it this way, it would be better. Your life would be better. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying they're just going to ditch. They're not. They have no interest. No interest in negotiating it out. They're just, they're gone. I think that's that. All right, now that's the final one for Cancer. So at this point, if you want to send me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.